Cool.
And action.
Okay, ready?
Yes,
Good,
I
good
am.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are in for a treat. I want to welcome you to this evening's event. You are about to get a treat about someone that I know that can help you. They know a lot and they share a lot, and they're more giving than anybody that I know. If you want to get ahead in life and personally as well as business wise, I want you to help me to welcome. Can we do that over again? I messed up.
Keep going.
Oh no, I want you to help me stand on your virtual feet, and I'm gonna stand on my virtual feet and welcome none other Mr. Richard Harding. He can help you in more than 4 or 5 ways. If you want to get ahead financially, if you want to get ahead as far as connecting with other people, he know how to do it, and he can help you too. So come and join us right now.
Awesome.
That wasn't what I
Awesome.
wanted to
Man,
say.
listen,
Uh,
before we get
Yay.
started, I would be remiss if I did not give it up for Edna Jarrett. She's one of the few people that seamlessly straddles two states. Yes, both in North Carolina and Virginia at the same time. Edna Jarrett is one of those people, soft-spoken, but leading through her actions and her attention and not just her words. So before I say anything about our conversation, our topic for this evening, y'all do me a favor for stepping up when the moment called. Give it up for Edna Jarrett. All
Hello. All
right.
right, Miss Anna. Good job.
And on tonight, my invitation is straightforward and simple. I want to invite you into a conversation to change the situation. I want to invite you to embrace a new way, a new reality where we can make wealth real together. And the blessing of this conversation is that I was invited to a conversation much like you. And when I showed up, I was filled with all the reasons that I had not yet become wealthy. Because I was taught a traditional system. They said, go to school, get good grades so you can get a good job, make a lot of money, and live happily ever after. I did those things to the best of my ability, found myself in a place where I went to school, got great grades, graduated top of my high school class, went off to Duke University. And after I got my degrees in electrical engineering and computer science, found myself all educated but ignorant about wealth creation.
Mm.
Meaning I knew how to get a job. I knew how to make other people money. But what I was not taught was the strategies that wealthy people use to have their money, make them more money, so that the goal is to create wealth, not just money. Does that make sense? So as I
Yep.
Yes.
jump into this conversation, I have some slides that are going to help me put pictures to the words that I want to share with you. But more important than anything that I will say or that you will see in this conversation is the simple concept that wealth is real, wealth is possible, and it's possible for you if you take the right actions with the right people and operate along the wealth principles. So in our conversation, ooh, I don't like how that looks in my layout. Let me switch that up and move it to right there. Is that better? Okay. All right. So as we jump into our conversation, here's what I want you to think about. What would your life be like if you had unlimited time and unlimited money, resources to experience life at a new level? Well, it's not only possible, it can be done, but it's different than what it used to be. One of my mentors teaches that you can only create wealth in the economy in which you live. And the unfortunate thing about the education that I received was that it was from the industrial age where school went to jobs and people with machines. Now we're in the collaboration, the affiliate age, where information and money are moving at the speed of thought. And by the time someone finishes a traditional education, they are beautifully equipped to make money in an era that no longer exists. But
Mhm.
what is true about where we live right now, right here, right now, is that the divide between the haves and the have nots keeps getting wider every year because of a simple word and a simple principle. The question is this: How do some people keep thriving financially while other people are struggling just to keep up? Well, the answer is this: leverage. The people who thrive financially, they really aren't working any harder than you. They're not any smarter than you. What they have been taught is simple access to system strategies, experts, and assets that allow their money and their efforts to compound and work harder than they do. Put this in your notes and say this out loud. The goal is smarter, not harder.
Smarter, not
Smarter,
harder.
not
Smarter,
harder.
not harder. I mean, it's simple if we think about the change in ages. It would be crazy for me to think right now that I was going to go and cut an entire field with a sickle when a riding lawnmower is available.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how we look at our economy today, trying to create wealth with only one stream of income and one stream of expertise. Most people, and it's not just us, most people were never shown how the systems work or how to get access to them. And today, that's my simple goal. I'm going to show you the secrets and let you know that even though money plays a vital role in it, money isn't everything. One of my mentors taught that money's not everything, but it comes right up there next to oxygen. But what people really want is that time freedom and predictable income. And with enough money, you can buy your time back. Yes.
Yes.
But more importantly, you can have the peace of mind that things are going to be taken care of for you. And when we pass on, things are taken care of for generations to come so that we can comfortably live our life on our own terms. And I want you to just imagine that. Like, that's our outcome. If you're asking yourself, why was Richard so excited about inviting me here for this conversation today? I want you to imagine and dream bigger. Dream of a world where you can have wealth without working more hours, without taking massive risks, without sacrificing your current lifestyle. What if all those things were true and you could do it without using your existing income, without waiting for decades, and without having to become your own independent financial expert? Would that be attractive to you? Like, is that a worthy conversation for us to have?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I want to make sure, because not only is it possible, we have a system that was set up to let us and our families know what wealthy families and institutions designed it for. And this is where we bring everything together to change the game, meaning our experts exist to help you achieve time and financial freedom. Do it faster, and most importantly, do it safer and smarter, where you've got managed risk and experts are driving the results. You're not building a plane while you're trying to fly it.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing about an approach like this is it's not theory. It's a proven system. It's already working for thousands, including some people you'll get a chance to meet over a series of events that I'm going to introduce you to. And the new way to build wealth is straightforward and simple. It's based on the oldest currency there is, but there's a better way to put it to work. Because if you think about wealth creation, the road to wealth creation always goes through investment. Put that in your notes. If you're not investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. But if you think about what things people are investing in these days, about cryptocurrency, Forex or foreign exchange currency, stocks, even real estate, all of these investments have their own amount of associated risk and expertise that you need to have. And even real estate, and real estate has treated me well through my lifetime. It requires a level of diligence and effort and intensity. But what if you could create the wealth without the risks, without the headaches, or without having to sit at your computer for hours at a time to write trades and get the special skills to participate in any of those methods? How many of you want a way to simply understand and predict using the most trusted assets in history? Call it precious metals now. In Genesis, they called it silver and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Said that Abraham
Yes.
was wealthy in land and cattle and silver and gold. And
Mhm.
we have the opportunity to do it with or without your existing income. So if you came to this webinar saying, I want to create wealthy, but it takes money to make money and I don't have either. Well, today we have a system where with our first and only precious metal income system, they're not just a way for you to store value after you've built it up. We're able to put that money to work today. Everybody say today.
Today.
But not only today, it even goes to work again tomorrow. See, money doesn't get tired. And by it going to work and producing passive income, your metals are actively doing work. Put that in your notes. The metals are doing the active work, not you. Like Jacqueline, that was the place where my mind got rewired because I'd always been taught to work harder, make more money, make more money. Right. Here's a system where we can have the money make more money, actively producing income while it works and passing it on to us. And this is an exclusive benefit. You only know about this because the person who invited you cared enough to show you how you could have precious metal lease agreements where countries and companies lease the precious metals that we own through our exclusive agreement and put you in a place where you earn anywhere up to 2% per month. That's 24% annually. And that's where you really get the opportunity to benefit as the asset appreciate. Asset appreciation means it's just going up in value. If you look at what silver's done on the market over the last year, really the last 5 years, it continues to go up because it's paced by technology. You get a tangible, liquid, real asset that you own, meaning at any time that you want to stop the silver from making money and capitalize on the value it's gained, you can sell it. But why would you sell the silver that laid the silver eggs? And the best thing, there's no headaches, no special skills. You click to buy, you click to earn, and you click to get paid. Everybody say click.
Click.
Anybody out there greedy, like you want to double click? Oh, by the way, let me rewind this number because here's what happens for most people. They see 2% per month and say that doesn't sound like a lot of money. And it's because of our range of comparison. People think they're getting 1 to 3% at the banks. What they don't understand is that's 1 to 3% per year on a high yield account. You got to park significant money to get 1%. This is doing 24. It means the money in the bank's going to double in 72 years. This money will double in 3. It's a big difference between, how many of you agree? 72 years is a lot longer than 3 years.
Yes.
And the best thing about it, regardless of the ups and downs in the market, because everything in our economy has been volatile, we get a fixed, predictable monthly return on our investment and ways to grow it as we go. Now, think about this concept. Our system is different than most wealth plans because most wealth plans require you to come with a significant nest egg of money to invest. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Ours creates the money that you need as you go and as you share so that there's really no need to drain your savings. You don't have to get a second job. There's not additional financial expertise or certifications. And the best part is you're not guessing or doing it yourself. Put this in your notes. DIY is one of the worst ways to learn how to manage money if you're already having difficulty. Because now you got to get yourself to do one more thing that you don't know what to do. This is done for you. And MWR's wealth system is built on experts sharing their expertise and self-funding. Now, write SELF down your paper if you're taking notes. If you're not taking notes, start taking notes so that you can write this down. SEL is our acronym for what happens when people share with me. Jacqueline, most people tell me they haven't invested in precious metals because they don't have any money. Well, guess what? With our system, that's no problem because we have 3 methods that we use to fund and grow your portfolio. See, most people got to understand wealth is created in your portfolio, not in your pocketbook. How do you get money into the portfolio? The first and most important thing you can do is shift the money, reclaim the money that you're already spending without any sacrifice. The second thing is build and create new, immediate, because people need some relief money on their way to financial freedom. Yes.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And long-term leveraged passive residual income streams. And then last but not least, for each of the things that you do, multiply your results with leverage. S, shift. E, earn. L, leverage. The F that comes after all of that is financial freedom, because once you multiply using other people's expertise, other people's time, and other people's money, that is the blueprint for success. And we start with the first letter is simply shift. The most important thing that you can do to put money to work for you is have it stay with you. Unfortunately, in our economy, banks, big business, and the government take most of the money that comes into the average household goes back out before the next pay cycle. That's why you have people struggling to live from check to check. Or have you ever heard of somebody living check behind a check? Can anybody relate?
Oh, yes,
Yes,
indeed.
yes.
A team of experts use strategies that the average member is able to shift $700 to $2,000 a month back into their household from the government and from big banks. I mean, it just makes sense that if there are tax savings available, reducing my taxes could bring the money to my house, not the White House, and have the income come down y'all street, not Wall Street.
Mhm.
Yes.
Now,
Sounds
next, just by sharing that concept, because imagine this. Oh, by the way, let me not speed past without giving people a chance. I know that you're not all able to say what things the experts have done for you, but drop in the chat any of the things that the experts have done to reduce your taxes, get you out of debt, help you get your credit in shape. I'll share my personal testimony because it's important to me, and it was the reason that I was excited to share. Meaning just the first two strategies, tax reduction and debt elimination, I was able to save $636 per check. That's $1,272 that I was overpaying per month in taxes. I was able to have that money come to my house. It increased my pay from my job, which gave me more money to eliminate debt. Knocking out those credit cards, $52,000 in credit card debt going in a year, increased our cash flow another $2,000. Just having access to my own money gave me the freedom and margin to invest. Put that in your life. You need some margin in your life. What's margin?
Margin.
You need
Breathing
some margin in your life.
Mhm.
I need some breathing room.
We need some
I don't
margin in our
when your budget
Yes.
tight, make your chest tight. But now that's the next step is just, I was so excited about what they did for me, what they did to drive my credit up into the 800s, what they did to negotiate down bills that I was already going to pay so that the money was coming to me. I was so excited about what they did for me that I started to tell people. And do you know when you tell people this good news, they pay you for it?
Yes.
I mean, think about all the people that are all over social media running around to spout the bad news. What if you could tell people, I can get you a raise at your job and get you out of debt?
Mhm.
And it doesn't take a huge team. Just a team of 12 starts to create an income that takes bills off your plate. Put that in your notes. The goal is to build things that take bills off the plate. So just by sharing it with a small team of 12 people, that puts in $600 a month. $600 a month, that'll take the car note off your plate. Yes?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
because it's a leverage residual structure, when those 12 people just tell 3 people each, a team of 36 and 90, now $1,500 to $3,000, is it making a bigger dent in the mortgage or the rent?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And if you just dream big enough, help enough people, develop enough leadership and posture, 480 members, a team of less than 500 people, that's unprecedented in this industry. Under 500 team members built a 6-figure per year income. Most people, even if they go to work at that point, don't have to.
Mhm.
What you got to say is what number would need to come in for you not to have to go out. Once that number's in your life, what number would it take to live the life of your dream? Because the way that this structure is built, it allows you to accelerate and multiply your income. We're going to walk through an example here before I finish, but just imagine the possibilities. Company pays anywhere from $5 a day to $15,000 a day. That's $450,000 per month. But I'm not going to even talk about the top position. Let's back up. How many of you know some people that didn't make $30,000 last year?
Mm-hmm.
What if you could generate $30,000 a month? That puts you on par with people with advanced degrees, but now without the stress, the headaches, or the licensing of medical or law school. Am I making sense?
You are.
Mm-hmm.
And there, I mean,
Yes,
and
you are.
that's only talking about one of the ways that we get paid, meaning there's unlimited bonuses every time you introduce somebody. There's some special things happening with the company. Make sure to get together with the person that is working with you so they can build not just a theoretical model, but a blueprint for your next 5 years to get to where your needs are met, you're out of debt, and you are financially free indeed. And here's the blessing. As this grows, you're not doing it on your own. We're literally building a group of like-minded people. We know it's not for everybody, but for everybody that's like us, we have an opportunity to build wealth together. And the last element, because of the nature of the type of people we were bringing together, our partnership extended to even allow us to use the bank's money. This is the secret the wealthy don't teach. They teach us to use our money to fund and build the biggest banks. But wealthy people don't use their money to build wealth. They use other people's money. And with our
Mm-hmm.
Fundable 360 offering, we're able to accelerate the process even faster, putting an upfront cash infusion. Everybody say cash infusion.
Cash
Cash
infusion.
Cash
Just
infusion.
imagine what it would be like to have $50,000 in guaranteed, ongoing, secure business funding. That's different than a credit card, isn't it?
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
There is no collateral of yours, no personal guarantees, no personal credit risk. And our partner's been certified as the premier by Forbes Inc. 5000 Entrepreneur Magazine. Now, I point out the documentation, knowing that documentation beats conversation and puts us in a position where now we have everything that you could look for in a self-funding wealth system. Meaning, first things first, we plug up the holes that are letting money leak out of your life, shifting $700 to $2,000 in buying power back into your life. Then we supercharge it, accelerate it with anywhere from $150 to $450,000 per month in residual income. What's the power of
Mm-hmm.
residual income? Is that it's going to keep coming. And as it comes, you have more money to put to work in the cash conversion. And then the leverage, guaranteed business funding, $50,000. And then you put that together, and it's just a matter of time before the combination of appreciating assets and passive income buys you your freedom. See, savings, income, funding, and assets all in one ecosystem's never been done before. I'm certain there will be an attempt to duplicate at some point once people figure out what we've got our hands on. But right here, right now, we're in a place we're able to take advantage of all of these streams of income and put it to work for you. And rather than talk through the end of conversation, let me let you in on another aspect of leverage. The most important thing that anybody that's looking to build wealth in this economy needs to have their hands on is AI as a work partner, not a work replacement. See, artificial intelligence may be the most powerful engine that'll be introduced in our lifetimes. And we have the blessing of being on the front end. And MWR has tapped in. They built out the number one thing that most distributors need is a 24/7 access to knowledge, answering the questions that you ask in the language that you ask them. And I'm talking Alex speaks multiple languages and can answer questions not only for you, but for people who are going to ask you questions tomorrow based on what you saw today.
Mhm. Yes.
Now there's no more waiting. You don't have to guess. You don't have to learn before you start earning. you get the clarity and confidence where you can click, call, and chat with Alex. Whatever stupid question your cousin has, she has the answer and the posture to make it relevant and to make sure that you know that you're not ever alone. And that's the goal, is to produce all the leverage you'll ever need, so that by having that combination of experts, I can't underscore the value of community where multiple people's efforts are coming together to produce the result. Other people's money, and then technology, leverage of technology and systems, so that the answer, support, and access that you need are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all going together to build assets that put your money to work. And when your money goes to work, that frees you up from work. Making sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
How
yes.
you build wealth? It's faster, it's safer, it's smarter, and it's better than trying to do it all by yourself. Because one thing happens when you try to do it all by yourself, you get tired. They say that you can run fast by yourself, but you can run far when you run with a team. And that's the invitation to join our community and get started. Decide how you want to participate in the freedom process, but it's two paths to getting started. You can start as a member. $159 a month investment gets you access to the experts, the assets, the precious metal assets, the experts, and to Alex. No contracts. It includes you and your spouse. So if for any reason you get to try this whole thing out, if any reason it doesn't work, no harm, no foul. But what if it does and frees up $700 to $2,000 a month that you can use to invest in assets? Now, there's a second category that understands everything I just shared and sees the power in not only being a member, but an active builder of the community. $100 one time, $259 total investment gives you the business income streams and access to the full membership, along with the business system, the site, the training, and the support, to build not just a business, but to build you. Like our training system, we're going to have a brief, very short training after this conversation, but it's built around all the things that you need to learn that you weren't taught in school. We're going to teach you how to use the tools of MWR Financial. We're going to teach you the skills to pay the bills, but most importantly, a mindset that is tuned and attuned for creating wealth. That's our equation. Mindset times skill set times tool set equals assets. We get to build a compelling future by creating assets. Now, before I jump into this next portion, I want to make sure that we build a vision, not just a vision, but we put some numbers to the madness. Who'd like to go on a freedom journey with me today? Would it be okay with you if I showed and shared with you a 5-year plan based on your numbers to get the leverage that you need to create the freedom and the lifestyle you deserve?
Yeah, let's see it.
Yes.
Yes.
Going. All right. So if we think about this, so Jacqueline, will you be my special volunteer? Let's put a 5-year plan together
Okay.
for you. All right. And for the sake of conversation, let's say somewhere between $700 and $2,000 gets shifted back into your life just by using the membership. Now, I want to point out this shift is tax reduction, it's bills, it's debt elimination, it's money that was already coming into your life. How much would you, let's say for the sake of conversation, it shifts back the low number, $700. Is that okay?
Yes, that's good.
How much of that $700 that got shifted back into your life by the experts knocking down taxes and getting those bills lower would you like to invest in your precious metals portfolio?
Out of 7, I would say about 400 or 500.
4 or
About
500?
5. Let's do 5.
I'll take either number because it's a starting point. And here's the blessing.
Right.
Up until now, that money was doing what? It was working for somebody else. Our experts jumped in. They gave you their leverage. Their leverage gave you your money, and you put your money to work for you. So that $500 is your initial purchase. Would you keep investing the $500 a month?
You're not sharing your
Yes.
screen.
I'm not sharing the screen.
Nope.
No.
Oh, well, let me make sure to share this screen. This is important. Hang on. So recapping where we were, let me get back to that. All right. Oh, I'm on screen 1 now. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you're on the Starship Enterprise. All these screens. Right here on center screen. So we just took the $500 that the expert shifted back to Jacqueline. She committed that to purchasing silver and to doing $500 a month. With our lease rates, like I said in the presentation, we earn anywhere from 1 to 2%. We'll keep it right in the middle at 1.5%. But at the end of 5 years, that $500 a month will become $6,000 in assets, earning a tidy little income of $69.14 per month. Will it retire you?
No.
No.
No, but that's not the goal, is to get started having money that's making real money. Because now we start to apply leverage number 2 is the fact that silver is going up in value anyway. Now we're keeping this ultra low, saying that silver is 13% growth, even though if you look over the last year, it's been closer to 20. But if you knew that there was a way that you could get experts to give you money back that allowed you to invest in assets that were generating a monthly income, would you share this with enough people so that every month one person decided to do what we do for a year? Could you do that?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
So over the course of a year, that will put you at 12 team members. Team of 12. Now, if you remember from our presentation, 12 people in our business system makes you a 2-star executive director, pays $20 a day. That's $600 a month. That's an extra $7,200 a year. Since this is extra money, how much of that 600 would you be willing to invest in your portfolio?
I would invest all of that, all of it.
All of it. Okay.
Yes.
So now that puts us at $1,100 a month. And the thing about compounding is when you compound your investment, your results compound quickly. Because now, with the leveraged income from your small team of 12, you now got a $10,000 balance, and it's producing $725 a month. That's taking some bills off the table, yes?
Right, absolutely.
But now here's the power. The team of 12 did not get started to be the team of 12 people on your team. They're going to share with people, but let's make the assumption they're not teachers. They don't have your background and pedigree. They're not going to be quite as good as you. Let's say, for the sake of our math, all of them do about 50% as good as you. Now in classroom, 50% is F.
Yes.
But in this business, 50% is a win, because that team of 12, they only sponsored a team of 6, but 6 times 12, that's 72 people over time. That's about 1,000 people that are part of your leverage equation. In our world, that simple duplication takes you, with a team of 1,000, to $12,000 a month in pay as a 3-star regional director. We're not even talking about the bonuses and other upfront money that comes. Of that $12,000, how much additional would you be willing to invest monthly in your portfolio?
Wow, additional, receiving 12,000, probably $12,000 a month, you said?
Yep.
Probably, I would go half of the 12,000, you know?
So $6,000 more added to what you've been investing becomes a game changer, because now, with $7,100 a month pumping into your money machine, you went to $60,000 asset balance and $12,000 a month in income. Would that allow you some breathing room?
Yes, it would. Yes.
See, this is the place where the magic of leverage across a small number of things, and this is only 3 of our categories of leverage. What do we take advantage of? Well, first, we leverage the experts to get money flowing back to you. Second, we leverage your ability to share what the experts did for you with other people who shared it with other people. And that created leverage number 3. But there's that 4th area of leverage that we haven't touched on. But what if you were able to qualify for $50,000 in
Mhm.
business funding that you could apply to our equation. Do you know that if you added another $50,000 just one time,
Mhm.
5 years from now, that 50,000, which was not yours. I want to point that
Right.
out. That was business funding. That was
Other
other
people's
people's
money.
money going to
Other
work for
people's
you
money.
and boost your income to 216,000. But if you take advantage of the process and let them continue funding for an additional 5 years at $50,000, do you know that you would be a passive asset half millionaire, $572,000 asset balance, generating $17,000 a month
Oh my
Mm.
gosh. That looks
in,
good.
Wow.
in
That,
income? And
that's
that's
real.
not only
Yes.
is it real, it's
Mhm.
a way that we
The eye
made wealth
opener.
real incrementally.
Mhm.
It wasn't all of a sudden. You didn't start with $1,000 or
Right.
$1 million of your own money. We started with money of yours that was going out the door. We brought it back in,
Mhm.
put it to
Mm-hmm.
work, and told people about the
Gifted.
work it was doing.
I
Once
like
those
that.
two things went to work for us, it began to take on a life of its own. And do you
Mhm.
know that when your money, your income, and earning take on a life of their own,
Mhm.
you get to buy your life back?
Yeah.
Listen, that's my time for today. I don't have any more to share and say than this right here. We already said, here are the pathways to joining our community. You can get started as a business owner, or you can get started as a member. Whichever path you choose, all of the roads lead to wealth. Oops, that is not the screen I want to share. Let me share the right screen so that you can see the right thing. $159 one time. $159
Mm.
and 95 cents a month gets you started as a member. $259 one time, $159 a month allows you to start and participate in the miracle as a business owner. And
Mhm.
when you become a business owner, when you participate in your own rescue, it automatically gives you the right to go out and share and make wealth real with others. Start wherever
Mhm.
you're comfortable, but whatever you do, make sure to get started and get a game plan from the person that sponsored you to make it free. I know somebody's out there saying $159 a month. I don't know if I can afford it. The goal is not to be able to afford it, but to have it pay for itself. With our
Right.
quick start game plan, we help you get 3 and free. That's what I want you to just remember in here. You help 3 people get started in their own membership or business. Yours is its
Mhm.
own, or it's profitable as a business owner. And this is
Mhm.
how you create the momentum and share the story from the beginning. In the end, the decision is yours. They say that the best time to grow a tree, to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Second
Mm-hmm.
best time is today.
Wow.
So all you got to do is ask yourself, do I want a faster, smarter way to build wealth without the risk? And do I want more time and money to do what I love with the ones that I love the most? Do you?
Yes.
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 That's already your answer to this. That's the decision. So now that you know better, do what's better, knowing that tomorrow never comes. Contact the person that invited you to this conversation. Tell
Okay.
them you want to get on the path to making wealth real as a business owner, and then plug into the system and put
Mhm.
the system to work. It's not about your dollars. It's not about your investment. It's about a
Mhm.
system that stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money as we
Okay.
make wealth real together.
Mhm.
To
Okay.
make wealth real, let's get connected and connect your lifestyle and your legacy. Good
Mhm.
night, everybody.
All right. Good
Good
night.
night.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes.